Hello, everyone. My name is Amol Nirgudkar. I'm the CEO of Patient Prism, and we are here with my good friend Ardi Safi from DDS Marketing. And this is part two of our webinar series on full arch marketing hacks. We're talking about everything that you need to do in your practices to build a fledgling, successful, sustainable full arch practice. And in part one of the webinar series, we talked about building the right foundation because, as Ardi said, in that webinar that without the right foundation, every tactic that you do is basically going to be a waste. So without that, so make sure you watch the part one of this series before you go on to this one, because again, you don't want to do this part without seeing the first part. Artie, so you've laid the foundation for what you need to do technology wise, people wise, process wise, and now we're getting ready to engage with your team about okay, well, we need to attract patients. We need to engage. You know, Clear Choice told us 20 years ago that there's no way today to really scale your business without engaging in some sort of having a digital presence, doing digital marketing. So let's start talking about what do we need to do to start attracting full arch patients to come and call us?
Yeah, good question again. So when it comes to differentiating yourself, when it comes to full arch, first you need to understand how you're truly different than someone else within the same scenario, and if there's any corporate competitor in your area, how you're different than them. You have two different audiences that you're competing with. Honestly, 6, 7 years ago, or even I would say even when COVID started, the climate wasn't so competitive where you had to be relying so much on how you're different. You could rely more on the product, which was all on X, and how life-changing that is. Then, like anything else, when it gets more saturated, then you can no longer say, hey, all on X can change your life, and then think that you're going to get the same results every year, year after year. And even big corporates made that mistake, and that's why they're tanking a lot because their messaging is the same thing that was 20 years ago, and the market's not the same. So think of your full arch, or actually with any procedure, but since the topic is full arch, like a funnel, where top of the funnel you have people that don't know much about this procedure. It could be a lot of them, but they're not ready to make an action yet. It could be because they don't understand the procedure. It could be money. It could be many different things that they're not available to make an action. Big companies before, I won't name them, they did the heavy lifting of creating that awareness for many, many years. So people in the industry benefited from that, from them spending, hundreds of millions of dollars in advertisement and TV and Google, Facebook, everywhere. Then you got the mid funnel. These are people that they're aware of the product, they're aware of All on X. They haven't made a choice where to go yet. And then you got the bottom of the funnel, which this is someone that's been somewhere and they're looking for the best product. And they're looking to either get the best deal or get the best quality. A lot of times they're labeled as shoppers, you could say.